Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to do another video using the new Nomad palette. I still can't get over this packaging, it's so pretty. But I did a first impressions video and I created 2 looks in that video, and I just wanted to play with it again. I was really excited about this palette, so I thought I would pull it back out again for today's video and just create another look with it. So the first shade I want to start out with is this darker matte purple in the palette. And if you did see my first impressions video, you would know that I did have a little bit of trouble blending this shade through the crease. So I wanted to use it again today to see if I had the same issue or if it was just kind of a one-time thing. I did put down a base of concealer and then just set it lightly with some setting powder. So I wanted to see if this made a difference at all and just test it out. I could have just been having a bad day that day with my makeup, and yeah, because it already seems to be doing better than it did the last time. It just like wasn't sticking to my eye where I placed it, and it was honestly very frustrating, but I think it is already performing better than it did in that video, which I'm happy about because I love purple eyeshadow, and especially like these more muted tones I think are just so pretty, and they're some of my favorites to wear on my eyes. So I really wanted it to work nicely, and I think it is looking pretty nice, especially compared to last time. Alright, then I want to take the lighter lavender color, and I'm just focusing these purples on the outer portion of my crease. I want to do a kind of split yellow and purple look today. I love yellow and purple together. I know they're complementary colors. They're possibly my favorite set of complementary colors. And I just love doing yellow and purple looks. So I'm just focusing this one right in the outer portion of my crease, stopping just slightly over halfway through the crease. This shade isn't the most pigmented, but I am using it on a very fluffy brush, so I'm not expecting too much, but it will be interesting to see if I was to pack the shade down, how it would perform. Alright, now I want to take this matte yellow shade. This is the darker matte yellow in the palette, and I want to focus this shade in my inner crease. And we will just focus most of the product over here, and then as we get less product, I'll bring it more towards the purple, just because they're not going to have the easiest time blending together. So I like to start small, and with less product, I just find it easier personally. But this is a pretty nicely pigmented shade. I feel like it's not looking as good on camera, but I do think it looks really nice looking at it in person. Alright, then I'm going to take the lighter yellow and just do the same thing that we did with the purple shades. And just blend out. This one, I feel like I have the same problem as the lighter purple. It's not super pigmented. So I would be curious to see how this one would pack down as well. But I will just focus this one right again in the inner portion of my crease, and then I'm going to go back in and work on blending these two together. Alright, next on a packing brush, I'm going to take the dark purple shimmer. And I just want to pick up some of this shade, and then I'm going to wet my brush with it. And this is, of course, gonna go on the purple side of the lid. I haven't used the shade just on its own. I blended it with the bluish shimmer in this palette in my last video, but I wanted to test it out today by itself. And it does look pretty. I think these shades perform pretty nicely on a wet brush, but I think the most impact you're going to get from it is going to be on your finger. It just adds another layer of dimension to it and is really pretty. Alright, then I want to do the same thing with this yellow shimmer. So we're going to start on a wet brush. And we are going to pack this right in the inner portion of my eye. The shade is really pretty. And once again, just going to tap over a little bit with my finger, just so we get that full impact of this shade. And I'm just going to tap over where these two meet, so they get a nice little blend together. I think these are really pretty together. Alright, then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the more pastel version of each of these colors and do just basically the same thing with the yellow in the inner portion and the purple in the outer. And I'm just taking these on the same fluffy brushes I used in the crease, so I'm not really packing them down anymore, but I feel like you can start to see the color a little bit. Alright, then for the inner corner, I think I want to take this shade right here. It has like a yellow to orange shift. And I want to test this one out for the inner corner. I haven't yet used this shade, so I wanted to see how it looked. It's not as light as I would typically go for, but it's not bad. And I think this is where I will end the look. I'm going to go add some mascara and be right back. Alright, here is the final look. And for this look, I used my Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus mascara. So I do think this look is pretty. I like how it turned out. I still feel like that purple matte, the darker one that we used in the outer corner, just isn't as good as I would like it to be. It's fine, but I wish there was maybe a little more depth to it, and I don't know, it just doesn't blend as nicely as I would like. It is definitely better than the first time I tested it out, so I think I just need to keep testing it and see how it works. But overall, I am happy with this look. I just really like this color combo, and I think it's really pretty. The shimmers are gorgeous. I especially love the yellow shade. I think that shade is just absolutely stunning. The yellow matte shades did perform really nicely. I think they look really good, and I am overall happy with how this look turned out. I just wish that darker purple matte packed a little bit more punch and depth to it. But let me know what you guys think of this look, what you think of this palette, and also be sure to let me know what else you would like to see from me. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Be be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video.